peaceful town of Wyndham. But at some point in history, this place wasn't peaceful at all. This is a National Lottery Heritage-funded project. 2 schools researched the story of crime and punishment in the 1500s, 1700s, and 1800s. Hello, I'm Alex Holmes, and today I'll be introducing you to a look of the crime of treason, the crime of theft, and the crime of murder. To see what punishments were given out in those distant days, and to see what today's equivalents might be like. The Wyndham Bridewell, home to the town's Heritage Museum. This road, one end, is this jail. The other is Stanfield Hall. This is the scene of our final crime. We're here in Norfolk in the mid-1800s to talk about the crimes of murder. A notorious double murder and an attempted murder of 2 women shook the village of Wyndham. A suspect has been caught and will be tried in the capital city. Shire Hall, Norwich, 1849, 29th of March. Here is where the trial of James Bloomfield Rush took place. Let's listen in as the judge addresses the court.
Mr. Rush, you are accused that on the evening of Tuesday the 28th of November 1848, you did shoot dead at his home of residence at Stanfield Hall near the town of Wyndham, Mr. Isaac Jermy, Esquire, and from there you did go on to shoot dead his son, Mr. Jermy, Jr., and shoot and dangerously wound his daughter-in-law and her servant, Eliza Chesney. How do you plead?
Not guilty, boy.
Is the prosecution ready to proceed, Mr. Biles? We are. I believe you are representing yourself in this case, Mr. Rush. Before I swear in a jury, are you ready to proceed?
Hold you hard. Give me 1 minute to organise my papers, and I'll be, yep, right, I'm ready to go.
You may proceed, Mr. Biles.
I'd first like to set out certain historical interactions between the victims and the accused to establish his motives for these crimes. Mr. Jermy was recorder in Norwich and the possessor of a large estate at Stanfield.
We have actual footage from that wicked event. Here is a Crime Watch reenactment. Here we can see the fateful discussion of where the money was owed. It was her testimony that put the rope around the neck of James Bloomfield Rush.
Gentlemen of the jury, you have heard about the events of the evening of 28th November, and we have a clear motive for the prisoner to have committed the crimes for which he is accused. The death of the Jermys would, he thought, clear his need to pay the mortgage back, and given the dire state of his financial position, it's clear that he was in no way able to pay back such debt. We have heard testimony from one of the victims, Miss Eliza Chesney, who, whilst not having seen his face, is left with no doubt in her mind at all that the murderer was none other than the prisoner.
That's a load of old squid.
We have also heard testimony from the prisoner's own mistress, Miss Emily Sanford, who, whilst having been told by the prisoner is fast, he'd only been gone for 10 minutes, can confirm that given the amount of time of her book she was reading on the night of the crime, the prisoner was absent for at least 2 hours, giving the prisoner ample time to make his way to Stanfield Hall from Potash Farm, committing the most terrible deeds, and return.
Would the jury like to retire to deliberate their verdict?
I'm reporting here from the Shire Hall in Norwich, where 5 days of the most ghastly ordeal have been heard in the jury. The trial of James Bloomfield Rush have just retired to deliberate on their verdict. Wait a minute, what's this? News just coming in! And I'm just hearing now the jury is returning, seemingly with their verdict. This has to be ominous for Rush, for a jury to return so quickly in their deliberations. We can hand you now back over to the courtroom to hear the verdict.
And the jury, you have heard the matters in this case now. It is clear this man is guilty. I suggest you sentence him as such.
This is what the sentence and verdict would have been like.
Gentlemen of the jury, how do you find the accused in the matter of the murders of Mr. Jermy Sr. and Mr. Jermy Jr.?
We find the prisoner guilty, Your Honour.
James Bloomfield Rush, you have been found guilty of the murders of Mr. Jermy Sr. and Jr. It is the sentence of this court that the law is that thou shalt return to the place whence thou camest, and from thence to a place of execution where thou shalt hang by the neck till the body be dead, dead, dead. And the Lord have mercy upon thy soul.
No, no, no.
Rush was sent here to the Bell Hotel. Apparently, that night, he made certain requests.
Go and get me one of them fine suckling pigs so that I can dine like gentlemen do, boy. I like a nice bit of fatty ham.
A scaffolding was erected here, at this very place. 11,000 people all came together to witness the death of James Bloomfield Rush. Had this crime been committed today, the process of the trial may have taken much, much longer. More evidence would have been collected at the crime scene, as well as witness testimony. In today's miraculous day and age, we would have lots of things to back that evidence up. For example, DNA, forensic science, CCTV footage, and fingerprints would have all been things that would have proved this man guilty. The trial could have lasted a matter of months today. Back then, it took a matter of hours. Today, we would have had a jury made up of men and women. Capital punishment no longer exists. A punishment for this type of crime would be life imprisonment. This has been Alex Holmes, reporting on crime and punishment in Norfolk. This has been a National Lottery Heritage funded project, organised by ERM. We have presented work from Pathways College and from Watton Junior School. This has been in association with Wyndham Heritage Museum.